Hey guys, quick disclaimer before I start this video or before you start watching this video. I do recommend to at least let the video play a little bit forward while you are doing this job. There are some things I thought I messed up on, but I actually did not, and you will see that. I think there was one portion where I removed a plastic cover on the rear bar so that the glass could slide in there. You actually do have to remove that cover to take that bar out, because you have to twist the bar in a certain way, so you will require to glue it. And again guys, just overall I do recommend just to watch this video before you jump into this job. At least watch 10 minutes into it, then proceed from there. Usually the hardest part of this job can be removing the door panel safely, so if you feel confident from there, go on out. But other than that guys, again, just make sure you be as cautious as you possibly can. And also toward the end of the video, I did kind of mess up on resetting the anti-pinch system, and I did figure it out. And again, if you're stuck on that portion, it is 2 taps hold the button, so that way it can reset. It's 2 taps up to reset the anti-pinch going up, guys. Just a quick disclaimer. Just wanted to go ahead and throw that in there. So, and make sure again, I still do recommend that you take the motor out and let it free spin for a while just to reset everything, just to be safe on that, guys. Again, so let's go ahead and get this video started. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you enjoy and it helps you guys out. A door replacement on a 2019 Porsche Macan. As you guys can tell, the first thing you guys really want to do is go ahead and detail the damages that was done because of the break-in. You don't want a customer to come back to you and accuse you of doing any damages to his or her vehicle. Right off the bat, we can see scratches on the pillar cover here, and right here a scratch here on the rubber, and it looks like almost like a scratch here where they might have stuck a flathead and pried it there, guys. That being said, you also want to take note of any glass in here. You can hear a good little portion of glass, and as well as we got tape residue right here as well. You guys can see we got some tape residue. I'm trying my best so you guys get really good angles of everything. Tape residue. So just know everything as much as you possibly can. That being said, now what you want to do is want to go ahead and you want to go ahead and make sure you got the right glass. Right off the back, I'm pretty certain we do. I think we have waited about a week for this glass. And there we go. As you guys can tell, we do have the right glass. It's tinted as well. When we ordered that glass, guys, they did offer a option for a green solar coated, but since this vehicle comes tinted, you want to make sure you get the right color. And we are going to be using part number 26172, so make sure you guys use that one for this one for the rear. And this is a YPN, not a GTN. So let's go ahead and get started here with this. Guys, just because the Porsche, do not get intimidated. Don't feel some type of way about it. These cars aren't as bad as a lot of people think. I personally have yet to do one of these. I've done a lot of Mercedes, Audis, Volkswagens. And looking by the windshield does look like a Volkswagen Tiguan, so we're going to go ahead and assume this is a Volkswagen style type of assembly on it. Right at the back, we're going to be looking for any type of screws that we might be able to use and go from there. All right, right off the back, I can see there's a cover I have to remove. So it's this cover right here is what I'm going to assume, because there is a little glass right here. You want to see if you guys can get like a tool that can get in there. And yep, I was right. All right, there's one. Careful how it falls. You don't want to scratch it either, guys, so you want to make sure it looks as much as you never did anything to it. I did order this cool little kit on Amazon because of so many door glasses I do, and Europeans are really known to do a lot. They love torque for some reason. Not sure why. And this actually carries all the way from what is it, all the way from 10. I think it might even go smaller than 10. It can go all the way to 7, yeah, maybe even 7, 6, 5. Goes all the way from 5 all the way to 40. Great kit if you do a lot of door glasses for Europeans, and they're skinny and they're magnetic tips. So let's go ahead and see which one it is. It's not the 30. Typically it is 25, I've noticed. So that's why I always carry a torque 25 and torque 15 in my van at all times. You always want to have a bunch of these. All right, here's the first screw. And look, that magnetic really just comes in handy, guys. That magnetic just really does help. Put the screw somewhere where you'll know. Careful where you put your hands. Again, make sure you guys keep the glass somewhere safe at all times. All right, so we got one screw out. Now what you want to do is kind of just feel around the door panel and secure there's not any other ones. Me doing this such a long time, I am frankly certain there's at least one more screw here in the middle somewhere. So I'm gonna try and just feel my way around it. Again, guys, we progress as we go, so just try and figure out where there might be one more, and just kind of get the feel for it, because you don't want to break anything either. If you're able to pull diagrams from different people as well and ask questions, it's honestly better. But in my situation, there isn't. I'm gonna assume this piece comes off, and it looks like it does come off. There seems to be a light. There seems to be a light right here, guys, that's flashing down. What I'm gonna do is see if I can push this out underneath with a fiber tool, just so I don't scratch it. All right, we're gonna see if we can get in here. I'm gonna assume no. I don't want to start pulling this, just because, and I know this isn't gonna come off. So like I said, take your time. We're gonna look. It's a game of hide and seek. And I think we might have found one. So this panel came off with my hand. I was able to pull it. Again, guys, this is for you guys not to mess up as well. This will be very informative. We're gonna look for screws. No screws here at all. Just panel. Panel came off pretty easy. I barely gave a little tug on the back from here. So that came off pretty nice. No, I did not scratch it with my nails because I don't have really long nails. I feel like there would be, if there would be a screw, it'd have to be here, or at least here, holding it, a really long one. And we're gonna keep looking. Again, fiber tools are your best bet to make sure we don't damage anything. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just start pulling it. In the front door, you remove this, and there's another screw. But before I do that, I really want to make sure there isn't another screw here. Like I said, fiber tool. Don't stress the plastic out. There's a little rubber right there. And I don't want to stress that out, so it doesn't seem like that wants to come off. I'm gonna go ahead and stick a pig's foot toward the bottom, just because I don't see anything here. Like I said, there's a light right there, but I would not assume there's a plastic cover here. You might be able to stick your hands through here and see if there's another screw holding something in place. And it seems like, all right, sorry about that. Someone just texted me the personal information by accident, not meaning to. So that's funny, I guess. Let me grab my pig's foot. Just take your time, do everything as well as you possibly. I use this to kind of leverage so I wouldn't dig into the plastic and mess it up. So now I'm gonna slide till I feel a clip or something. Keep sliding till I find a clip. There's one. I'm actually gonna see if this little cover comes off, which it does. Take off the lens cover on the bottom right here. Take a look, see if there's a screw behind this little cover. There's that. And we found the last screw, guys. It was hidden back there. All right. Thank you for calling Jose's Mobile. Last Jose speaking. Oh, where am I located, you said? I am out of Cumming. Okay, around what time do you think? 'Cause I'm out. I gotta do some runarounds real quick and then go from there. All right, right, sorry about that, guys. We're getting a lot of phone calls, which is good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take out this screw, which is at the very, very bottom right here. And I'm gonna hope there's only 2 screws in here. So unfortunately, I can't really put my head down there to show you guys, but all right, this is a different Allen. Yeah, so this is a different size. We're gonna try 15. And it's a little bit bigger than 15, so we're gonna try 20. All right. Yep, and it is a 20. So right now, so far, we've used 20 and 25. I don't see a 20. I don't see a. And this one wasn't able to. There we go. Here's the second one, guys. See, as you guys can tell, torque 20. And the first one we took out was a 20 could have fit. I'm surprised the 25 didn't fit, so let's double check on that real quick. No, 25 would have fit. It was a really weird, awkward angle. So now that we have that off, we're gonna disconnect this. All right, put this somewhere safe up here. All right, let's see if we can pull this off. Let's make sure we're not missing a screw over here or something. That's the last thing we want to do is miss a screw. We're gonna use our phone here just to make sure there's not a screw hidden there somewhere. Again, all right, no screws. Let's go start the process of getting in here. All right, now that we're in there, it's a good thing we didn't just start tugging. We would have actually damaged it. I don't think this cover comes off, nor do I really want to try to. Oh, there we go. So guys, this panel was actually a slide up. Really glad I decided to try that when I wasn't able to pry. So this whole panel was just literally slide up and come off. Really actually surprised at this. Next thing we're gonna do is pinch these so that we can get this out of the way. Alright, we're gonna disconnect all this. We're gonna have to use this poker to release the secure tab, or release that, pinch it, and we got the whole panel off. Beautiful. Put this somewhere safe. I'm gonna put it right here. I know it's gonna get a little dirty, but it's okay. I'd rather put it there than on a hard floor where it'll get scratched up. Now from here, guys, it should be gravy. I don't want, hopefully I didn't drink myself, which I probably did, but we're gonna take off this panel cover. Give us a good little look. Boom, there we go. We got that. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this lip if we're able to, and actually take off. We're gonna have to. I would recommend taking off this cover, which will be a pain to put back on, but it will actually benefit us in the long run. So bend it over, bend it over. You're gonna wanna like pull it inward toward, so pull it outward to kind of just wiggle it. Same process. Put it there. All right. Now as we can see, we do have a rubber right here. This rubber should come right off. And all right, so cool. It seems like as if the rubber on the door here, I forgot we got it's not a pinch weld, but the door jamb we'll call it, is coming right out. Be careful though, because sometimes these are rollovers, which means they roll over to this portion as well, which means you'll only be able to pull off a certain portion of it. All right, and I think it is. So this actually is all combined with this. As for this portion, I don't think I'll be able to pull that out. So we're gonna have to just clean it by hand. As long as we can get this out, we'll be okay. So we're gonna fix this. Sometimes if you do too much, you just waste too much time. All right, now if you guys can see here, we have 3 torques. I'm gonna assume they're torque 15s. Let's try that first. It might be torque 15, torque 10. Yep, torque 15. Unscrew it. I did a Mercedes the other day, and honestly the Mercedes was just the same way as this. It was a, you always want to look for the screws here. This is where the glass will slide through underneath and just do a phenomenal job. Alrighty. So far we're doing just fine. There it is. I'm gonna put these in my pocket. Now that we have the rubber out of here, take a look at the back. Make sure there's nothing in the back holding it. Not even in the top corner. No screw there. There was a little rubber piece which we're gonna fix back in a little bit. We're gonna set our tool down. Now this should just theoretically slide right off. Again, guys, don't ever think something's gonna end up being easy, because it will come back to bite you on the butt. So just, and if you break it, don't feel too bad. It is already all scratched up from the customer. So what I did was, I did kind of lower it. You want to slide it down a little bit and then pull it forward, unlatch this, and then you're able to go up on it. We didn't crack it. Nothing seems like it broke. Everything does seem fine. It doesn't even seem like it was held in by any tape or anything. Here's this bar. So we're gonna have to remove this whole bar right here, because I think if we're correct, the bar just kind of gives it a little bit of room, or the glass might be able to squeeze in there from there. We'll take a look in a second. We might want to remove the speaker just so we can get a good little vacuum in there. Of course, the vacuuming is the most important part. Your customer's gonna want it to be super clean. Doesn't want to hear rattling. Good thing is it is the rear passenger, so it shouldn't be too much. If you have an electric ratchet, which I don't know why I'm doing this by hand, you really should do it by ratchet, because it would be faster. Guys, if you guys see me stop the video and say, okay, I'm back, it's because I'm answering calls from customers. And I really do hope these videos are helping you guys. I know we haven't dropped one in a while, but when you stay super busy, I haven't been on the road to record the videos, but that will change next year, I promise y'all. When it comes to door glasses and windshields, we're gonna start getting more involved. All right, guys. All right, so now we're gonna kind of like, we're gonna go ahead and there's a little bit of adhesive back there, and you can see it. I'm not sure. Make sure we didn't miss a screw, but I really want to get this door panel off. Now, if I can, let me see if I can use that scraper. Again, it's behind the panel, so I'm not as worried. There we go. It did have a little bit of adhesive back there, just a little bit of glue. But now we have so much room to vacuum. Now there's a hole here, but that's for the regulator, so we don't need to take that off. What we should do is have access from here. We should be able to find a hole where we might have to lower the window down a little bit, and there should be a torque right here that will let us loosen it and just let us bite right onto it. Guys, so far so easy, good. When we get back to the vacuuming, we're gonna have to clean all this out, all this rubber piece, clean all this out. You do not want any of this in here, guys, because you will scratch the glass, and that is no bueno. All right, give me a second while we vacuum, and we'll be right back while we clean all this up. All right, guys, we're back. Quick little insight. What should be done first, guys, is you want to vacuum out all of this first, clean out this, and then vacuum out the inside of the door panel. I made the mistake of working backwards, so I had to go back and vacuum twice. And I just realized while I was showing you guys this, I missed a piece of glass. You guys have to make sure that that's not even a little piece of glass, a big piece of glass. Even before you guys do, even before you guys set the glass, you guys have to double check, triple check, quadruple check that there is not a single piece of glass. You run the risk of popping that glass if there is even a slight little piece of glass in there. And it just sucks because you guys can do honestly the best job of cleaning and still have a piece of glass in there just sitting in there chilling, hanging out. So just do your best to get as much as you can. You'll hear it right away, and luckily that glass should just that piece of glass should just get out of there, but by chance it doesn't. There we go. That dropped down there. I'm probably gonna grab that with my hands in a bit, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we find it. And yep, I see it right here. There's that piece, and here's another piece. Guys, we did a really good job of vacuuming on this portion, so we're gonna go ahead and get ready to install the glass. Okay, guys, we're back. Let's see, 28 minutes ago. All right, so now that we have everything cleared out, sorry guys, again, video has to stop. When you're the owner of the company, you get a lot of calls. Double, triple, quadruple check. There's not any glass in here, guys. That's the last thing you want to do, is have a piece of glass scratch your brand new glass, especially when you've been waiting a whole week for it. So double check, triple check, check in here, check all the lips. There's a little piece of glass in there, just kind of wipe it off. The good thing about in some of these areas, it doesn't make contact with the glass, but it still does put pressure on the glass. So now that we have that cleared out, what I'm going to do is, I don't know if I have to remove, let me show you, if I have to remove this bracket here or this bar before I can put the glass in there. But judging by how much room it is, I don't think it's really going to bug me much. Well, actually, there is a gap right here, so maybe the glass will have to go in between here, then slide forward. We're gonna see. I'm gonna try it like this first, and then we'll go from process of elimination, which is always what you guys want to try to do when it comes to doing windows, especially windows you have never done. But here we go. Let's see what happens. Will it squeeze in there? We're gonna angle it just a little bit. And by the looks of it, that bar is gonna have to come out. So we're gonna go ahead and remove that bar, guys. Set this safely there. Let's get this bar out of the way. So by the looks of it, it is being held in by one screw. Something's holding this bar in. And if we follow the trajectory, I'm gonna assume it's this little patch right here. So I'm gonna assume it's something right here that's holding it in place. And if not, we're gonna follow it up here. Gonna keep following this up here, and here it is. We found it. It was actually right here, guys. This is what you gotta take off. So we did not have to remove this, but like I said, it's a process of elimination, so a good technician will just process it and eliminate it. All right, now this bar should just come out. One thing, I might have to do another vacuum, that's why I didn't put it up. I didn't put it up just yet, is there might still be glass in here, this little latch portion. You want to make sure you got all that glass out of there. I did get the vacuum in there, but even then, make sure, or else the glass won't sit all the way down. Alrighty, so now this whole bracket should just come right out. And it does. Beautiful bracket. Honestly, I don't know why really you need this, but of course we're gonna put it back. Unless we skip the video and you guys don't see it. I'm just kidding. But here. Now we should have the room to just slide this in here. And it is beautiful. Easy. And that's why I warned you guys, is that there's still glass where this glass latches. Since it has a hole in the bottom of the glass, it means it's a clamp on style, which is gonna just clamp onto and hold onto it. And unfortunately, I didn't clean it out all 100%. So I'm gonna have to take this glass out. I might leave it there for a second, because I do want to see from where. I think I'm latched, but I'm not even in the, oh yeah, I'm latched now, my bad. So we are officially latched in there. If by chance you want to unlatch, you just kind of have to push this forward. You have to lower down the window to right here. So I think we are latched in there. And yes, we are latched. So we are latched. We had a little bit of glass in there, but it wasn't much. It was just about 2-3 portions. I'm actually just gonna throw it in my bag, but I'm just gonna give it a vacuum, guys, but just to make sure. All right, windows in there. We gotta put the bracket back on first. I would recommend putting the window down all the way, but maybe we'll get away with just having it like that. So let's see. Oops, sorry about that. So let's see what happens. Excuse my head. I have to make sure to get in here. There we go. Now, nope. I want to pull it back out, or no, or are we good there? Oh no, we're good. So we didn't have to pull the glass out. There we go. Now, if you want to put the 3 screws back in, I'd probably go ahead and do that. Torque 15. Again, so far all we've used is torque 15 and torque 25s. Those 3, I did put them in my pocket. I might be able to go ahead and put this one in. Again, those magnetic tips come in big handy. I'm just gonna leave that a little loose there because I'm not straight on it. Hopefully the GoPro doesn't die before I get done. But guys, we are pretty much done if by chance this video something were to happen. So a little bit of editing, not much needed. We're gonna put these screws back in here. We got 3, so snug them in. There we go. There's 1. We're gonna push that bad boy back here. I don't want it to be pushed up on this. Actually, I'm gonna even it out right there. Same thing on this one. I'm kind of gonna go forward on that. Overall, when it comes to how hard this job is, out of a 1 through 10, I would rate it, I think I would probably give it like maybe a 6, a 5. I don't really see this job being too difficult for anyone to really do. Honestly, it's a quick little job that anyone should be able to take care of that's done auto glass. Make sure we're not stressing the glass out, and it doesn't seem like we are, so we should be good. We're in the rail as well, so we're good there. So all right, we're missing a few phone calls, that's okay. We're gonna wrap up this video. So all right, so what we're gonna do is we're not done yet. I'm gonna go ahead and put all the rubber back on real quick. Put all this rubber back on, just because we're gonna have to put all this on right now that it's easy. The way this rubber goes back on is we're gonna have to slide it in here. Is pinch that rubber. I think there's aluminum in this rubber, so that's why it kind of does that little weird thing to it. All right, now we are going to want to check this to make sure that the rubber is in between the glass, which I don't think it is. I might have to remove this back out. What we probably should have done was not put the glass in slide it all the way down first. Let it rest on the metal portion of the door frame, and then insert the rubber, and then kind of put the glass back in place. So that's what I'm gonna assume it was. But what we can do also, we can probably just go up. We can make the window go all the way up, and then actually then fix the rubber underneath. We'll have more room to put our hand under. So we're gonna try that. But let's go ahead and do a quick little vacuum again. All right, there's that. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, we're back. Sorry, I had to go grab my electric wrench because I can't take it. Normally you want to do one at a time, but these have alignment tabs in them, so. I don't want to be screwing all day. Again, this glass is in there. We're gonna go ahead and put all this back on. Probably saves me at least a few minutes. Alrighty. It looks like the customer cleaned out their vehicle, but I did drop a little bit of glass in there. Alrighty, we still have a few screws left. I think we have 2 screws left to go. Yeah, I think those are the only 2 screws, which were the top and the middle, this one and this one. We can put that little patch back on there. All right, what we're gonna do is put the door panel, connect it, but not put it back on just yet. Should we? Actually, I just realized that we hadn't put the make sure this doesn't fall. We haven't put this piece back on. Let's put this piece back on before that door frame. Because I will be honest, this is probably one of the most annoying portions you will have to do. It's completely the same thing. It's just really tedious to get this thing back on. But you have to take it off, or else you will be hurting there a little bit. And we still have to put this back on. It's okay. It's okay. We can still put this. We still have to put the cover back on. But I messed up, guys. So we're gonna have to edit this really good. I did just realize we forgot to put the cover back on, which I would have figured out in a little bit. Again, don't rush. Take your time. But I don't even think this was screwed in there. So. Oh, that cover didn't even really, that cover actually came off with this, so this actually just went glued in there and tabbed up there, so not really sure how, but okay. I guess we can still leave that in there then. Okay, so what I might do is put a little bit of double-sided tape in there just to make sure it's safe. 2 tabs of it will do fine. So I will edit that better, so you guys don't do the same mistake I just did, because there's no need for that. Right, this is the portion. Again, this is a learning process, guys, to help you and help us, help my technicians as well. This piece has to bite over here, so you're gonna have to get in here. All right, I would start here and then just go that way. So I will start from the inside, so kind of start backwards. The hard part will be this corner piece. I can tell you that right now, that's gonna be the hard part for all y'all. Don't put that piece in. We should be all locked in here. Yep. There we go. That is a very tedious portion of it. I can't believe I took off the cover without breaking the cover, so I'm gonna put a big disclaimer there for y'all, because y'all don't want to do what I just did there. I'm really surprised it came off as easily as it did too. Bear with me guys while I grab some double-sided tape. Alright guys, we put the piece back on, I glued it back in there. I actually ended up using windshield polyurethane, so we're good to go there. Glass, I'm gonna make this go all the way up though. So I hope the rubber doesn't bind it up a little bit there. It just gives me enough room to kind of like, I'm hoping I can just, I think actually we got in there. So I think we're actually in there on the bottom. I'm still gonna play it safe and make the window go up and then double check it. We got our assistant over there. She got a little fed up of waiting in the van. So anyways, we are going to connect this. Another issue you may run into is the automatic down, automatic up. Being a Porsche, it should have automatic ups and automatic downs. So I'm hoping we don't have to reset. If we do, no big deal, we'll reset it. That's it. I'm gonna let this dangle there for a second. We have the keys. Let's go ahead and get this shaped up. We're almost to the finish line, guys, which honestly makes me feel good. I have a rule. I always put the keys on top of the car because I don't want to lose them or take them home with me. So we're gonna set this there. I don't drive a Porsche, so I don't know how to turn this on. I'm gonna guess. Okay. It's so weird. There's a key in there. Before I get hit with a copyright strike, because trust me, I'm not playing that music for background. All right, so we had a little issue where the glass kind of went forward. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna help it out a little bit. We're gonna push it forward. And for some reason, the window does not want to go up anymore from there. So we don't know if it's a security thing or what, but we're gonna help her. Anytime it latches back, we're gonna figure out why it's unlatching backwards. We'll figure it out slowly. I'm just scared it's gonna bite my hand. Again, don't force a window to do something it doesn't want to do, guys. It will explode on you, so make sure it doesn't feel too tight. I'm gonna put a suction cup on it just to help me get a little bit more of a bite, so I can like hold it. Let's see if we can go down first. Let's go down all the way. And it goes backwards. So let's figure out why it wants to go backwards. let's figure it out. Again, we're not just glass installers, we have to figure out why exactly this glass does not want to go and stay in track. So it does feel like it's in place here. Where it might not be in place is on this other side. So I'm gonna check it in a second. Let's see if we can just force it up. And it seems like it wants to get stuck there. So we're gonna go up. I get kind of worried that it's gonna pinch me and I'll lose a few fingers in the process. So all right, and it seems like the rubber right here is where it did give it a little bit of an issue. So we're gonna see if we can pull this little rubber lip out with something. Okay, we're good there. And there's the rest of the window. This is the window all the way pretty much up. We're gonna go down just a little bit. I gotta make sure I get this all the way flush up here because all right, the window's all the way up. Now let's figure out why something could be preventing this window from going down. If you're wearing a big jacket, because it's 100 degrees, it's like 100 degrees. It's like 10 degrees, you're gonna have to take it off and see what is causing this window distress. Because last thing you wanna do is make this window fight itself, which it really should not. Okay, this rubber piece is in here. This rubber piece is in here. We should be good there. Again, guys, make sure we're gonna tighten this bolt up a little bit more. All right, that's tight. That's tight. My concern is I don't think we took out another bracket when it came to anything else we took off. I'm gonna hope that nothing else got damaged in this. We're gonna lower down the window again. We're gonna take out the suction cup because and the window only goes to that portion, which means I have to make sure the other window does the exact same thing. Automatic down, which kind of sucks because I don't like windows that only go down that portion. So let's see what happens when we go up. The window wants to tilt back. You guys see? So for some reason this window is tilting back, and I don't know really why. This window tilts back, as you guys can tell. So bear with me, I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and just figure this out and I'll get back to you guys. All right guys, I am back. I'm sorry about that. I had to figure out what exactly was going on with it, why it was tilting forward. I don't know. I honestly do not know why it was tilting forward, why it was tilting backwards. All I did was remove this molding that went right here and re-put it on back. Took out the glass again. I didn't even take off the bar or anything. It eventually just fixed itself. If you guys struggle, go back to square one, take everything out, put everything back in. I really do not know why that glass was tilting the way it was tilting. It really should have no leverage to tilt at all. It should stay in place. So I found that really weird. But other than that, one more issue now that we're having, and I'm gonna let the motor cool down for a second, but I'm gonna show you how to do this, is we have to reset the anti-pinch system. Just like messing around with it. These windows are all four of them go automatic down, automatic up. This window at this moment does not go automatic down and automatic up. So we're gonna figure out why and how to fix that. I will show you the easiest way to do it than holding buttons down, holding buttons up. If we look at the other side, let me close that door. Sorry about that. All right. If we look at the other door and we look at it, there's the automatic down. Beautiful. Automatic up.
My hands are right here, automatic up. So, all right, we look at this one, nothing. Nothing. Automatic up, nothing. So, how do you do that? Are you gonna hold the button down 10 seconds, hold it back up? Are you gonna tell your customer, go to the dealership, get that fixed up? No, let me show you the easiest way to do this. You might wanna connect this first, but we're gonna do it like this. I really do not mind how we do this right now. So, we're gonna take this off. You're gonna take off the motor. You're gonna take off the motor exactly how it is. Alrighty? And these are why these screwdrivers are so awesome. Brought to you by Amazon. I'm not sponsored by them, but hey, do check them out because they are such a good kit. There's plenty of different brands out there, but like I said, these were for a good price. Weirdly enough, they only let you buy one set per cart, so I had to buy 2 different carts. All right, we're gonna pull this motor off. All right, as you can see, all of this is plastic gears, plastic low gear, plastic female gear, I don't know what you would call it. Now this motor is getting a little warm. If it gets too hot, it's gonna shut down, which means it won't work. We're gonna connect this now. Reason being, I do not want to have to reset it 2 times because it's a little annoying. So we're gonna connect this all back in here. Now, there we go. What you're gonna do, you're gonna hold this window. You're gonna switch it. Let it go. About 10 seconds. One way. Okay, other way. Okay, that should do it. Now, put the motor back in. Hopefully the gear, oh my god, beautiful. The gear just kind of slipped in there. We're gonna let that dangle. Wires will be fine. Ain't the first time wires dangle, so come on. Alrighty. And hopefully this helps all y'all guys with this, because this actually is the best way to reset an anti-pinch system, in my opinion. This is the best way to reset it in the fastest way than having to play up, down, reheating the motor, freaking your customer out, thinking that you messed up their car, especially it being a Porsche. You're already kind of nervous working on it, but honestly guys, just think of this as a nice Audi or a nice Volkswagen. There you go, nice Volkswagen, because that's all it is. I used to think these cars were all high-end, but now you could get away with a Volkswagen and get the same thing. So a little bit more luxury, a little bit more horsepower, probably the way the engine and everything is. So we're gonna go ahead and tighten those, make sure it's nice and snug. All right, now we're gonna start with down, and we're gonna have to actually do it from the master control unit. Okay, we're gonna let this portion learn it. So now we're gonna go down all the way and hold it down for 10 seconds, only one time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And as you guys saw, it worked now. So now we're gonna hope and see if it does it. So let's see. Still nothing. Okay, we're gonna have to redo that again. What we're gonna do this time, we're gonna try something a little different. We're gonna actually loosen this. Oh, we have to be careful. We just kind of scraped this one. This was a torque 15. Let's put a torque 20 in there and be a little careful. Let's just be a little careful because I did not like that. There we go. It was a torque 20. So be careful, guys. What we're gonna do this time is just for the master. We're gonna do it this time. I'm not sure if the rear ones do it like that or if it has to be from the master, because this switch might just be like a dumb, like not really a dummy switch I would call it, but more of a more of a, just like a different type of switch that doesn't really make it work like that. So now, since we can see it from here, and I have to make sure everything is good, guys. So we're gonna keep going again. Automatic down over there works, automatic up. We're gonna hope that this time it worked. And again, watch that the engine, the little motor's gonna get hot, guys, so be careful not to overdo it. You don't wanna overdo the motor, okay? We still have to do a little chip repair on this vehicle, so hopefully, honestly, with this video, you should honestly be able to do this about 30 minutes, 45 minutes max, and to an hour, but don't rush yourself. Especially with all the tools. I do recommend watching this video thoroughly first before you just jump into it. Just because it is a little weird video. It is all right, let's see if this time it fixes itself. And again, it might take a few times, up, down, hold it, but you do want that memory to reset itself. So let's get it going from there. Oddly enough, when we did do the window, it was all the way down. Something you do want to, if you're the one that got broken into, don't mess with the window, leave it alone. You'll make our lives a little bit crazier by moving the window up and down, plus you can mess the regulator up. We're gonna hold it down. There we go, a click. We want to hear a click, guys. Still nothing. Still nothing. I'm not hearing the click that it registered the new up. So we're gonna give it a minute. We're gonna turn the car off. No big deal, guys. Again, that's honestly the best way to do it. Resetting the motor, making sure the motor has relearned. I don't want to overheat the motor, so I'm not gonna keep pursuing it as much right now. Right, my big concern right now was that you have a window in there, and you no longer. Oh, real quick too. I don't know if you guys saw, but you have to kind of pop these tabs open, reverse, to get it off. So the easy way to put it back in as well is just you pull it a little bit, and it's kind of hard with the GoPro in your face. There you go. All right. Now, I'm a little out of breath. Now, we should have everything. We should have, okay, we have our plastic tab. This was behind the door panel. That's there, that's the light. So we're ready to put this back on. So since it was just pretty much a pull-up method, we're gonna just kind of like line it up and make sure you're in all the way. Make sure you're lined up with all of it. These are both easier to take out, but it can be a bigger pain. There we go, and we should be lined up. Yep, we are lined up. These two screws are different. These two screws were different. I will say one of these was the 25. I will say this one was the bigger one because okay, now came the other one. Here's the wire, and now we gotta get this screw in here. Alright, I recommend doing that one by hand first. Yes, these are magnetic, but that area is a little tight. Alrighty, so we're gonna let the motor cool. I'm still gonna bring out my customer now. You don't want to be taking all day on this either. Let your customer know it is a process as well sometimes. The motor is working phenomenally. I don't really see a reason why. I will say that taking off this piece is a little tight. There we go. Nice flush, beautiful. Again, we didn't even use, we dug it out from over here. Let's put this cover back on. Make sure you can hear that. If you can't hear that, you didn't connect it. Which I know for a fact we did, because it has a locking slide in it, so makes it kind of dummy proof not to hear it. Now, same thing as before, this one just slides up there. It also might mean because it's not fully connected, but let's see. Alrighty. Actually, let me pull this off. The lens might not actually come off with it. If it is, I do have a lens glue that will work. It's gonna have to slide. There we go. Hold on, guys. This goes in from the bottom first. So make sure you go in from the bottom first, and then you go in from the top. There we go. All right. Let's get our tools out here. His big black bag. Guys, that's how you do the, that's pretty much how you replace the window. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get the anti-pinch system. I've had really good luck when I do Mercedes, whenever I reset it that way. It's a process. We glued this back on. We are going to wipe it down a little bit. We can check again, see if we let the key open. Okay. Key found in the key fob position. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now let's see if it works now. I don't hear a click either now that I will go down. I'm still gonna hold it. I'm gonna go up. I hear a click there. Now on the bottom. Still no click on the top. Nope, see? I pressed the button, nothing. Press the button up, nothing. Again, call your local dealership as well. See if there's a different method to do the Porsche. Oh look, we got it, cool. All right, cool, never mind. Oh, never mind, I just kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of double tapped it, 1, 2. I kind of went up, 1, 2, held it up, down 2. Okay, so we're good on that. All right, never mind, guys. But yeah, so sometimes we get lucky, sometimes we don't. Guys, that's how you replace a window motor. I mean, not window motor, a window in a Porsche Macan 2019. This is again a XYG part. Do not worry if it's not OEM. Again, Porsche doesn't make their own glass. You guys can check here. This was made by AGC, and funny enough, AGC makes a lot of glass for Toyota, and I hate AGC glass, because when it comes to cold knifing it, it is a bear. When it comes to the windshield, we can go over here. They should have used Saint Gobain, is what I'm saying. Yep, they use Saint Gobain, probably top tier, I'd say. It would be like an A tier. There's no such thing as S tier, and I still gotta replace this chip. I'll make videos on chips, but guys, again, please give a like to the video. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos to help me out with that, and hope to catch you guys on again later.